Hello everyone, Casper Coombe here, and today we will be continuing on with What Remains of Edith Finch. So, let's get back into it. Okay, so we just finished up Barbara's room. Let's get out of here. Where am I? Oh yeah, over here. In we go.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Who leaves detergent in the bottom of a little crawl space? Weird. Is that a saw? It's pretty cool. Ugh, I don't like the creaking. It's kind of creepy. Alright, let's check out that music box. Come on, work mouse. Oh, what am I doing? I need more desk space. Come on. Yes. Oh, yeah, keep going. Come on. Who knew this would be the most difficult part of the game? Just give it to me. There we go. How would that work? Like, really? Like, I mean, I guess you can just... I don't know. Well, with music boxes, don't you usually, like, rewind it? So, I don't understand how you could just continue to rewind it until the key pops out, but I don't know. I guess I just don't have enough understanding of gears. You'd think there'd be a limit, though. Oh, good. Those weird... Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Those weird totem things aren't in here.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I mean, that's probably good. I mean, they have this saw here. I mean, I used to have a saw on the floor of my room, so I guess I'm not one to talk, but, you know, it's probably not a great spot for a kid to be. They never finished building it. I feel like most houses always have at least one room where they didn't finish.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
She's Santa.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
See, she is Santa. Open sesame.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
A whole frickin' bunker. Spooky. Wow. Yeah, this is like a whole little mine. What the heck?
About where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Alvanos. Extra crispy.
If there's a pattern in all these stories...
Tasty beans. Jiggly farms.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Do any of you have a food bunker? One of my friends has a food bunker. We always say we'll meet up at her house when the apocalypse comes. I don't know, have you guys ever gotten like a Costco membership or somewhere where you can buy food in bulk? I never understood the point of it. I always figured I'd never be able to eat all that food before it expired. And I feel like everyone who usually has, like, buys things in bargain like that, they always have a food bunker. But they never seem to eat any of the food that's in there. That's sad. I mean, it is creative though, but kind of sad, looking at the fake world through a window. Choo-choo! Hey, at least he wrote his name on his little bunk bed. Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Faster.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
You can see his blue veins. Dang.
Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped.
2005. Be awful to be
Whatever that
just stuck
thing
in
was,
one room for the
it was
rest of
gone.
your life.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
I once cut my hand open on a can like this. My mom never let me feed the dog again.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Oh,
I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
I don't know how you'd stay sane. Like, well, I guess he didn't really. He probably wasn't sane to begin with if he thought something out on the surface was gonna get him. But like, isn't like solitary confinement the thing that makes you go crazy? And it usually doesn't take very long. Although I wonder, I guess, I don't know, maybe Edie like hung out with him sometimes if she just kept coming down to bring him food. So I guess maybe that
I know
would
it's
help
out
keep
there
him sane.
somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
I still feel like it would be much scarier just to be alone down here.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Yeah,
don't
eating all
mind
those
if I only have a
peaches
year
probably sucked.
Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun.
Oh, no! Oh, that sucks. Aw.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Yeah, that's quite the big secret to have. Hey, your uncle's living in the basement. Well, in a bunker in the basement. Let me exit, please. Thank you. It's like, he ate all those peaches, but he did have other options. And I guess maybe he just liked the peaches the best. That sucks. You finally get the courage to go outside, and then you just get hit by a
I'm
train.
sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Down we go.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
That's quite the underground system you got here.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
What?
I don't want to
is
make the
that?
same mistakes she made.
Ew. Oh, that probably smells horrible. Like, is that like all of his trash? Like, all of his trash? Do you go to the bathroom down here? That's gotta be toxic by now. I guess there's flies down here. Pea soup.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
I wonder if it's cruel or not to have like a shrine with like the thing that killed you on it, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'd want the thing that killed me on my gravestone, but maybe if it was a cool thing, I guess, like the dragon. Like, if I was killed by a dragon, then maybe that would be cool to have the dragon on my tombstone.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Oh, what the heck is that totem? What a
But I thought
creepy
you
face.
should know about your family.
It's interesting how it's beheaded. It's kind of like, oh, the statue also died. I wonder if these are any of the family members, or are they just random?
And the history you're a part of.
Although, is this Molly, perhaps? Because she turned into a bird. What is he holding? Club? I don't know. Can't tell who the others might be, but I feel like this could potentially be Molly. She was also blonde, I think. The potential lies there.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
I mean, the thing is, everyone dies eventually, so no matter
I think
what.
the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
The family curse is everyone's gonna die. Well, that's gonna happen no matter what happens. It's a good thing the wood didn't deteriorate over the years, or else
And
we'd
when
have
you
a
look
very
at the
hard time
house-
getting around this house.
Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
Yeah, I mean, family curse or not, at least you have a fun house. The fun family? I mean, they're all a little weird, but that probably is better than having a boring family. I don't know.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Did anyone die on a bicycle? I don't think so.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Ah, that's a bummer. Chirpy, Lurpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Weren't those Edie's? Because I saw the cages in her room. They were her birds, I think. Where's the gerbils? Unless if they were gerbils. I don't think they were, though. Oh, Lucy, Puppy. Bob. They had a lot of animals. Christopher! Shotzi.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
must be weird to design things like like gravestones and like caskets. I don't know. Must be weird to be forget what it's called, the person that prepares the bodies. But that, I feel like that'd be unsettling to just have to be surrounded by death all the time. I like this. This is cool. That'd be cool on a gravestone. Oh yeah, she died on Halloween. That's ironic and kind of cool. I don't know. At least, hey, I mean, she liked being known for her scary movies. I guess she couldn't pick a better day to die on. Maybe that's too dark. Molly. Oh, she died like 2 days after her birthday? That sucks. Oh.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I don't like it when cemeteries are this close to houses. My old house used to have a cemetery right behind me. I always thought it was the creepiest thing
You could
ever.
see it poking out of the water at low tide.
There she blows. My dad made me learn how to ride a bike in the cemetery. I'm sure I'm cursed by now. How do we zoom in?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
So the old house is over there, I guess. Didn't they... Well, they died in the storm. I wonder if they would have lived if they would have just tried to not take the house with them. Because they didn't end up being able to use it anyways. Wonder if it would have been better if they would just have left it. Would Odin would have survived that?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Milton.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Let me see that family tree real quick. So, Odin, Edie, then Walter, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, Molly. So only Sam lived here, and then he had 3 kids, and then... Yeah, okay. Alright. Up we go. I always wanted a tree house. Although this is more like a tree picnic table or something.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, that's not a great plan. Probably shouldn't step on the glass, break right through the window, and then it's game over for everyone.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Army man.
They were both pretty intense.
That's a cool looking bear. But I would never want, like, a taxidermy anything. Ugh. My grandpa used to have taxidermy.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
My grandpa used to have taxidermy deer like
Instead
this.
of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Like, pretty much exactly like that. He had a whole bunch of them in the basement. They always scared the heck out of me. I felt like they were staring into my soul. Ugh. I don't like taxidermy. That is weird. You're just, like, stuffing a corpse. It's pretty weird when you think about it. Like, I don't know, there's some people that stuff their pets, and like, yeah, I get that you were really attached to them, but I don't know about stuffing them. Sounds strange. Selfie.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Edith Finch trail map. They have a whole freaking forest dedicated to
Please
themselves.
just take the damn picture.
Don't
Hey,
be so salty,
language.
kid. Jeez. Respect your elders.
I will
Shut the
never
heck up.
forget this weekend, Dad.
That's
I
the
will
spirit.
punch you.
Did you want to get a picture of me or
I
what?
did. What's your attitude about, girl?
Smile, Dawn. Okay,
Ooh,
got
the
it.
pixelation.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
I don't think I'd ever be able to hunt anything.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Oh.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
But she doesn't have to kill an animal if she doesn't want to. Like, I don't know. It's asking
Keep
a lot
yourself
of
squared
someone to
up,
go
elbows down,
and just
like we
be like,
practiced.
oh, let's
Whenever you're
just shoot this animal. Like, they don't need to do this. You can just go to the grocery store, buy some other, like, meat, like Beyond Meat or something. You don't have to shoot it.
Great shot, Dawn!
Oh, so sad.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
Do you
Always remember
really
that,
think this
okay?
is a good picture? Like, of your daughter just sad as heck with her dead deer?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Oh! Oh, that sucks. Now she's like, not only has she killed an animal, but now the animal has killed her dad. That's
Of all
double the
these
sad.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Like, oh. You'll never forget that hunting trip. That sucks. Shouldn't push people to shoot things or kill things. It's just messed up. Like, she didn't have to. She doesn't need to do that to be strong. Clearly, it didn't help you. Oh. Actually, I think it's what caused your death. They never want. If they could have just sat by the campfire and roasted marshmallows, they would have been totally fine. That's sad. Where am I supposed to go? I guess out here. Where am I supposed to be? Do I go back up? I feel like this isn't the right way. Is there a secret entrance in here or something? Oh.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Frickin' kids are in all of these walls. Jeez. Like, is this the only way to get this bedroom? Can't be, right? Yeah, okay, there's a normal door. That's cool. Guess we should do Gregory first. Oh, that's an unsettling portrait. Babies are hard to draw.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
That shadow is so bad. I'm sorry, but it's what we need to have in order to
I
have
think he saw things
frame
the rest of us
rates or
don't.
whatever. 60 or 30 FPS, smooth, whatever it needs to be. Boing. Boing.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
That necklace defies gravity.
Hello?
Boing.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Igori. Egori.
He saw what his world was like.
Oh, missed it. Thank you. I want more of the letters, please. Ori.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
What are we supposed to do here, duckies?
Whatever it was he saw, it sure made him happy.
Boing. Come on, I want the little men. And up. Ah. What about the upside down? Well, can we use these to boost? Guess not. Oh. Oh, we can. Oh. Backflip. I want the soap. Boing. I missed it. Retry.
I know
Yes.
how silly it sounds. But I worry about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
What's going on? What do you not want me to hear? This is gonna be unfortunate.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Don't leave babies unattended.
There's so much I don't understand.
I'm a frog.
About everything.
Is Molly in here? She a shark? She gonna eat me?
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Sleeping with the fishes.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
That's too bad. Oh. What is that thing supposed to be? The Tinker Troy. That sucks. Teamwork, respect, strength. Skater. Skater bro.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus looks pretty punk. I feel like it's always the military's dads to have a
poem
punk
for
son.
Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
Wait, so they're getting married and, like, the mom hasn't even, like, well, the new mom hasn't even met kids yet? That seems kind of messed up. Like, I feel like they should get to know her first and stuff before you just jump the gun on marriage. I can see why he's pissed about it. Like, who does that? Swoosh. Am I missing something? Oh. Oh, the creepy totem pole. Oh, so that's
When the time
Odin
for
down
photos
there.
came, Dad ordered him to come here.
Perhaps that's
But Gus declined,
Edie.
and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh no, that's Barbara. And then the swing is Calvin, and then Molly. So, like, I guess Sven made a little memorial. They're kind of creepy, though. Cute, but creepy. Nice thought, but still creepy.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Still can't believe he didn't, like, did he even ask his kids? No, it was okay. They just suddenly got a new mom.
The thunder sounded
like-
much too close.
I feel like a
and full of
discussion
angry
should have
call.
happened here.
But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Swoosh. Oh yeah, that's getting dangerous. Odin, watch her down from us from afar. Yep, that's not good. Where's the other words? Oh.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
That last line didn't rhyme. Poor Gus died alone.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Gus, Gus, Gus. Good old punk rock. I guess punk does die. What's this? Oh. Sympathy. Raise the flag. Sam seems very controlling. Run to the mailbox and back. The mailbox was so far away, you remember that? Like, it was like over by the trespassing gate. That's so far. Oh god. Oh, that's a lot of exercise. Ah, I'd be like Milton and just run away. Ugh. Oh, that's cool, a rock climbing wall.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
That'd be really cool to have a rock climbing wall to get to your room.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yeah, what's with Edie making everyone share rooms with their dead siblings? Like, clearly they know how to build things. They could, like, I don't know, separate it somehow. This reminds me of, like, the Disney or Nickelodeon channel. That is, like, that's just a lot of color. I don't know. It reminds me of, do you guys know Zoe 101? It's got that kind of flavor. It's like a Nickelodeon TV show for kids. Dawn and Sanjay. She looks like a little Karen or something. Fly to India. Call Mom once a week.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
So many missing Milton posters. What about a missing Milton milk box? You know, like how they sometimes have pictures on milk cartons with
When my
missing
dad
people
died,
on them.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
A little garden. I can't keep a plant alive to save my life.
And
What
to
is
see
that?
kids in the house again.
Interesting. Mint, thyme, sage, and basil. Who's Dawn grown here?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I feel like I don't know if I'd trust the stability of being up here. What's this thing? Oh, it's a little grill. Is that safe to have up here?
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Great job. Analyze objectively. Never stop learning. Assume nothing. Respect criticism. Ask tough questions. Only then will you become the Avatar. Reading is a hope. That's a cool window. Why? Oh, it's a projector. I thought it was a window shade. I was like, that's stupid.
But
You're
it
only
didn't
gonna block
last.
one part of it. Yeah, I see it. Ah, yes, so she can monitor her children running to and from the mailbox. It's a cool window, though. Any of you guys homeschooled? I'm not sure how I'd feel about being homeschooled. Because, like, then you're only going off of how smart your parents are, right?
Beginning
Oh, God.
of the end was Milton's 10th birthday.
And what if
when
your
Edie
parents
gave
are
him a
stupid?
castle.
Then what? That is a cool room. I would want to live in the castle part. But this is dangerous. I mean, cool, though. Hopefully, it's more stable than it looks, but... I don't know. Cool. 1992.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Does Milton not like colors? I guess he has colors, but it doesn't seem like he uses them much. He just seems to be very into black and white. Extra, extra, read all about it. This is a very small room, but it's a very cool room. Oh, a ship. Wonder if it's made of paper. It's probably made of paper. What is that? I think it's the house if you turn your head to the left. Making a castle. Oh. Hello, friend. That's so cool. I'd want a, like a skylight dome like this. That'd be so cool. Like you just sit up here and I don't know. If, what type of room would you want up here? I guess it would get hot, but I don't know. Maybe just like a couch or something up here so you could just sit in a sunny spot if you wanted to or something and take a nap. That'd be good. Milton. It's got a little crown. Nice. The magic
Milton
paintbrush.
Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
So cool. Like the different ways that they show everyone dying. That's kind of terrible. But they're all really creative. I don't even understand how they would program this.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
You really didn't know any of your family, I guess. I guess you knew Edie and your mom and that was it. Everyone else, gone. See, he has, like, tons of colors. He just really just likes black and white, I guess. This would be a cool thing, too. Like, you
Mom
imagine
spent months
being a
searching
kid
for
and
my
having,
brother.
like, a tiny little
And she sealed
elevator
the
in your room?
doors.
That'd be so cool.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, yeah, so... only these kids got their own room, I think. Right? Oh, Molly got her own room. Yeah, Molly got her own room. I guess Barbara got her own room. Calvin and Sam had to share a room. I guess Walter got his own room. Oh, these were twins, so I guess that's why they shared. But then all of them had to... Don, Gus, and Gregory all had to share a room. And Milton got his own room. A real pick and choosy about who gets a room and not, who doesn't.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I
How
think
did
Lewis
they get
blamed
that up
himself.
there? That's another thing. How did they keep building up? Like, how? Like, cause Sven must have been real old when, like, well, Sven, how long did Sven live? He's not even here. He's not even on the tree. So I guess, I don't know, maybe Sven is eternal. But like, if he's had to be old. Like, how is he still building? And how did he get a boat up here? That'd also be a cool
After
room.
he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room.
I don't know, now I'm not sure
Until
if I'd
Mom
want a
got a
boat
job
or
at
if
the
I'd want a
cannery.
castle. They're both pretty cool. You imagine you go to your friends and you're like, yeah, I live on a boat or I live in a castle. Although I guess they'd probably find this whole entire house pretty impressive. Although I guess they didn't really have... I don't know, how do you get friends if you're homeschooled? I guess you have to join a club or something.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Familiar? You doing the drugs? Gotta medicate, man. He was a gamer. Look at this. Got his gamer mouse, gamer headphones. All he needs is some RGB lights. He's got his WAS. Different colored. He was on his way. He could have been a YouTuber. He could have been great. Fireweed Road, dude.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Go on, get out of here, fishy.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Really what people who work in a cannery
Wonder.
do?
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
I always figured, like, the whole thing could have been automated.
He'd feel his way about.
Like, do they really need a fish handler?
Then something moved. Bats
It's hard to do two things at once.
and toads.
Dragons.
And things that have not names.
It's called a dragon.
He knew it was all in his head.
Be gone. Release.
And he took it very seriously.
You have to do two things
I
at
had
once.
hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
I mean, I doubt his
Like a whole
boss
new
cares
Lewis.
about his health. He just
So I
wants
let
the
him
fish
go
to be
on.
cut.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
A puppy!
He told me he'd made a new friend.
I got a puppy! Come on, puppy. You're with me now.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
Oh, turn.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Phew.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
That's concerning.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Did you just, like, grab him and drag him away?
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen. There aren't enough handsome queens in this world. Ah, avoid the Dorito! Ah! What's going on? Why is it so jiggly? Maybe my computer settings aren't good enough for
The
it.
queen was on her own quest for
sinister serpents!
sinister serpents.
Turn! Avoid the Doritos!
He followed the sound of her
electric sitar.
electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Who are you? Is that you the handsome queen? Come back!
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Come back to me, queen!
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Greater than a king? What could it be?
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Like, oh my god.
And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
What's the big door for if you're just gonna use this little tiny one? That blood? I wouldn't want to work here. That seems... Your mom sent you work here? It's disgusting. is this? It's like, do his posters glow on their own? Our poor little gamer boy. Legalize marijuana.
Began to forget the world we know.
That's a lot of fish.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
What's the point of having the fish go back into whatever this is? Ew, I would not want to work here. This is gross. How you doing, Lewis?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
It's a lot of fish. Dude, you're not even grabbing them anymore. Why didn't your mom just, like, pick you up and take you home? I feel like that would have been the best thing to do.
I still thought I could save him.
You didn't really do anything, lady.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of
just
wonder.
Watched it all happen.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Thank you all for coming to my crowning. Yes, yes, I know I am great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Molly!
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
I think it's like the real Molly or the Molly, their pet Molly. Isn't Molly slang for like a drug? I feel like it is, but I don't remember. Or maybe it's alcohol. I can't remember. I had a friend named Molly and she said she hated the association with something. But I forget what.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Got a big booty. How did they sit
There was only one thing
olden
left to do.
times? Oh, here we go.
Bend down his head.
Oh. I don't want it anymore. You can be the king, queen. I don't. Oh.
And the rest I think you know.
Oh.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh. That sounds so painful.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Oh. This lady is the worst. What is she? Psychologist, therapist, whatever she is. She is not good at her job. She didn't even help. She just kind of watched it all unfold. And she's like, yeah, just keep daydreaming. I'm sure it'll be good eventually. Clearly you should have stepped in. Although I feel like she probably could have stepped in before when you was like, my imagination's more real than my body or whatever. That would have been a good time to be like, we should admit you to a hospital or something so you don't get hurt. And you should probably quit your job at the cannery. Like, I feel like she just did not do a great job as whatever kind of doctor she was supposed to be. She really did not help at all.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
For who? Edie or your mom?
I wish we'd stayed.
That's a lot of missing posters. Packing peanuts.
But I understand why we left.
Ooh, it crunched. Nice. Doesn't seem like you brought your stuff with you. So, this is her mom's room now. Like, so, your other, well, so you had a room with Sam, And then
My
they
mom ended up
decided to
leaving
build her
everything
another
behind.
room on top. So she has like 3 rooms in this house. Because I'm assuming that her and Sam must have shared. Wait, no, Sam's her brother. Never mind. Oh, it's gonna get gross. Okay, never mind. I forgot. Sam's her brother, not her husband. Sweet home Alabama. Disaster relief. Sanjay. To teach and to learn.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Edith. What's this? Oh, it's a little origami bird. Ooh, glowy stars. I always wanted some, but I always thought they looked
But
weird
it had to end
in
one way
the
or another.
daylight when they weren't glowing anymore. They just looked
All
kind of
that's left now is
weird.
to tell you about that last night.
Dang, the batteries in that sucker last forever. That's so cool. This is such a tiny little room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Wonder how she didn't know. You can clearly see her straight through this bookshelf. It's one of their least secretive entrances.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Yeah, I mean, she's right. I mean, they left the house and, wherever they're from.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children
Norway?
are dead because of your stories.
Well, I guess they tried to bring the house with them, so I guess they didn't truly leave
I
it.
think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
I mean, I don't know. Is it the stories that are causing the death? Like,
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
does the stories just make them kind of subconsciously go on like a self-fulfilling prophecy sort of route where they just unintentionally push themselves in a way that will lead to their death or something? Or is it just coincidence? Probably coincidence.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
Yeah.
Now, I've seen that house every day of my life.
That must have smelled pretty dang bad. I mean, that's the reason why they have that curve and toilet pipes, and why they put water in it, is to like
But
cover
I
up all
never
the
thought
stench.
I'd go back to it.
So I just imagine the smell of all the fish poop and pee and animal stuff that
When the
has
fog
ended up in the
rolled
ocean.
I
Ugh.
lost my way.
So wait, doesn't the like
I got turned around.
Doesn't the tide going out that far usually mean that, like, tsunamis coming or something? Because isn't that a common thing? Like, the water pulls away really far and then it all rushes back at once? Did Edie die in,
For a
like,
while,
a tsunami or
I
something? Is that the
wondered.
right word? I wonder. I forget. I think it's a tsunami. Perhaps.
I started seeing things.
Lucky the deer didn't come and try to stab you.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Lost your
But
bed?
when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
In your
That night,
chair?
a lot of things came back to me.
That's an old stove.
Or maybe I came back to them.
So they have a whole fence here. I thought they lost their house when in like the waves or something, but clearly they built a house because they have this whole fence here. And then maybe the waves just took it over or something. But like I thought that the like house
Things I can't explain.
broke during
but
the
that
transfer.
I need you to try and
Edith, what are you doing in here?
No,
It's mine.
I wanted to
Edith.
know.
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I gotta know. Let go.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
No. What am I doing?
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh, Grandma! I have so many questions.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Like gone dead or like she
After
fled?
that, we moved around
gone?
a lot.
Probably dead. She's dang old. Yum.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Me.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh boy, I'm being born.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Why?
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
Oh, well,
But
okay,
I guess
that's
if you're
okay.
reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh. Yeah, I think only one kid made it from each generation. That's really,
This is where your story
really low
begins.
survival.
I'm sorry I won't be
rate.
there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Man, that sucks. Must be super lonely to be the only surviving member of your family. Although I guess he must have, I don't know, I guess he's either grown up an orphan or he must have gotten adopted or something. You can't just have a baby on your own. I suppose he must know at least somebody. Man, I really like that game. Shirley Dallas. don't know, this game is just so unique. Like, I don't really know any other games that really can be compared to this. I don't know, I just love the visuals and the storytelling, and I love the, like, the way that they, like, show, like, how they died and stuff. Like, each one is super unique. I think my favorite one, though, is, Dawn and Sam, like, their hunting trip. I don't know, I like the connection between, like, the shooting, like, a photo and then shooting a gun and stuff. I just thought that was really cool. And I like that they kind of tried to tell the whole story, like the hunting trip story, like, through pictures. I think that's really neat. And I mean, I feel like Lewis is the saddest, like, I don't know, just kind of dragging away at work until you kind of lost your mind, and then you know, I feel like that one's pretty sad. I mean, they're all sad, but I feel like that one's more realistic, I suppose. Like, the other ones are like, oh, well, maybe this happened, but with that one's like, yeah, it's definitely what happened. Like, you know, like, yeah, you can definitely work and not be happy and then start being delusional and then that leading to your death. Like, compared to the other ones where it's like, oh, she was a movie star and she got stabbed by a monster or something, maybe. Or she turned into a cat and ran away. Like, I feel like Lewis's is just more realistic one. I don't like how they, like, keep you, like, try to show you how it works. Like, it makes you do two things at once, like controlling the game and then controlling cutting the fish and stuff. And you definitely get distracted by the game part. And I feel like you wouldn't really be able to show that in any other kind of medium. Like, it's only really possible in a video game. Like, if you just sat there watching a movie of this happening, you definitely wouldn't get the understanding, I think. I don't know, I just feel like a video game is the perfect medium for this kind of story. And I just really love how each of the rooms just really show each of their personalities. Like, I don't know, it's just a really cool game. These photos really fit in. I mean, I guess they're all just family, like, old family photos, but I also think this is really cute for their whole little credit section. It does make you kind of keep wanting to watch it and stuff. Playtesters. Anything else to say? Guess all that's left is I also would really like to live in this house, even though it would probably be really creepy at times. I don't know, I feel like if I wanted to live in a house like this with a bunch of hidden passageways, maybe limit the amount of passageways, or maybe the passageway wouldn't lead down like a skinny hall or anything, it would just lead to the room in general. I feel like the skinny hall part would definitely be the creepiest part. If it just opened up and, like, it was a hidden bookshelf kind of room, then I feel like it would have been fine. But, that's all I have. We finished the game. Let me get back to my ship now. So, thank you all for watching. I know I did already play this game before, but I just really wanted to share it with you guys, because I just think it's one of the coolest games ever, and I just really like it. And if any of you know any games like this, I'd be happy to try them out. Yeah, but that's all for What Remains of Edith Finch. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. This is Casper Kuma. Over and out. Bye!